friends, it's me, Crystal. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal Phillips. I'm the founder of the brand Kafil, and this is our channel to talk about how we are building Kafil into a billion-dollar business. I hope you come with me on the journey. But beyond that, we talk about fashion, family, and fun. So let's get into it. So this week's blog post, I want to talk about how important it is to make connections and to plan your ideas with your network, right? As I've been running this company for 4 years now, I've been told over and over and over again by the universe how important it is to build out your network. And I always thought it was just important to build your network by just for the sole purpose of like having people that you can ask for an opportunity or you can lend the hand to help them with their business endeavor or whatever it is. I never really understood the whole term your network is your net worth until this year of business. You know, it's been a very interesting ride. Hasn't been the smoothest ride. We're still in the initial phases of founding the company and just trying to figure everything out. This is my second business, and I have worked for large corporations like Macy's and Rent the Runway, building their businesses up, and I've ran multi-million-dollar businesses through those companies. But there's nothing like running your own, right? So I had this great idea, and the one thing about me is when I have an idea, I want to execute it like tomorrow or like right away, right? So if I have the idea, I'm like, okay, Crystal, we can do this tomorrow. Ooh, child, that ain't cute. Anyway, like I was saying, we could do this like tomorrow and have a $5 million budget and everything's gonna be great, right? That's me in my like delusional brain, because you have to be slightly delusional to run a company, right? But when I like bring myself back down, what I noticed that I do a lot, and I didn't realize that it was such an important part of my process, is to run those ideas by people that I trust. So when I mean people I trust, I mean people who can understand the scope of my idea and also can give me valid input into what I'm doing, what the risks may be, what the rewards may be, and another angle that I'm not seeing. So I've been really thinking about how I can expand Kafil this next year and what are the different revenue channels I want to go through. So I came up with 3 different revenue channels, which I'm very, very excited about to execute. And I'm on the precipice of embarking on one of those channels, right? So I had this great idea. I'm going to do this big event on this particular day. And then I thought about it and I was like, let me ask someone else. So I decided to reach out to a friend of mine who is in an industry that can help me with this event. And then she referred me to one of her friends to talk to her because she does marketing. So I'm like, okay, great. So I was on the phone with her friend, who I've also known for a few years, and we were talking about this idea I had. She's like, oh, you know, I think it's great, and I think, you know, what you're trying to do makes total sense, but here's another way to look at it. And when she said that, it was like a complete shift for me, because I felt like I was leading from a place of fear or urgency versus letting things flow and letting things fall into place. And one thing I have learned in 2023 is to not lead from a place of fear. Here go my L's again, because I ain't trying to take no more L's in 2023. Anyway, I mean 2024. Anyway, I have learned that it's important to bounce ideas off of people, not to not be afraid of not knowing what you're doing and saying it, and also not being afraid to shift and pivot your plan based on some of the feedback you get. And I'm not saying you take every single person's word for, you know, what it's worth and you do everything differently because of one piece of advice you've gotten, because I've done that in the past and no girl, that ain't it either. But I do think that it's important to really think about the bits and pieces of the information you're getting from other people and how you can apply it to what your project is or what you're doing. So I got some really great feedback, and I feel like I have different marching orders, but I'm more confident in the plan instead of me rushing to execute something just because I had this vision that woke me up out of my sleep. Doesn't mean that I have to then rush to get it done. I can do things in time, and I can lean on my network to help me with this thing. Another thing I want to talk about is planning. And God knows my heart, but I'm not a planner, child. I'm not a planner. But I have learned, it has been drilled in me, it has been beaten into me that I have to plan for the things in the life that I want, right? And I'm not saying you have to have this big, grand, like, plan where you map out every single second of your day, every single detail, but you have to have a general idea of what you want, and you have to actually actively work towards it, right? So for me, my vision board is like the first part of my plan, and that was me lazily like planning what I want. Oh yeah, I want this, I want that, I want that. As I learned throughout the years, and as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that you don't make money unless you're working for it. Like, nothing comes for free, and nothing worth having is without hard work. Nothing, child. And God knows I'm a lazy Leo at heart. I'm a lazy Leo at heart. But God had to ramp up whatever my moon sign is, or whatever y'all astrology people be saying. They got to be a hard worker in there somewhere. Somewhere in the chart, somebody working hard for me, right? I digress. But planning has been so pivotal for me. And we're only, what, 8 days into 2024, and I feel this mega shift, and I think it's because I have a plan that I'm actively working towards, right? Whereas 2023, I had a plan, I had an idea of where I wanted to go. I didn't have a plan of how I was going to get there, and I was so frustrated because I kept on going around in circles, and nothing felt like I was in the flow. There was no ease. There was nothing. It was just me trying to make things happen and pushing against the grain. And those seasons are great because it teaches you, like, how far you're willing to go for your idea and how much you believe in yourself. And trust me, I done jumped hurdles. She's a runner. She's a track star. That was me. And now I'm leaning into, I'm watching from the stands, honey. Okay, I done won the Olympics and I'm watching from the stands. But I say all that to say that had I not had that hard season of me just doing without planning, I would not be a planner now. Now, I plan everything to the T. What I don't plan for is my earring to fall out in the middle of my blog, but that's another story. But I say all that to say, planning is key. Building your network, that is your net worth, that is also so pivotal. But also, don't be afraid of the challenging seasons, because those are the seasons that really show you who you are, show you how you have to push. And I'm still in the midst of my challenging season. I feel it, but I'm in it differently. I'm not that same person who's desperate for, an opportunity or a connection. No, I know what I need to do to get where I need to go, and I can make my own opportunities because I have a plan to execute now. Versus last year, I didn't have no plan, and I needed other people to help me get to a place that I don't even know where I was going, to be honest. And now that I have a plan, I can say to myself, okay, what do I need to do to make this happen, or to facilitate it happening, right? Because I don't make anything happen. God is the one who makes everything happen. But what do I need to do that? And who's around me that can help me, one, flesh out all of my ideas, because I don't have all the answers. Two, that can dream with me too. Like, there's one thing to like talk about my idea as it is, but if you can dream with me and make my idea bigger and grander and add your own special sauce, that is where the magic happens, And also, what was I saying? 1, 2. Damn, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, building out your network is important. Having an active plan that's achievable. There it goes. An achievable plan, right? And I think in the beginning, sometimes you need to have achievable plans for a unbelievable dream, right? My dream to me is something that I've never seen in my lifetime, but I'm going to build it. But I can think about this big, grand dream that seems so like out of this world for me, or I can break it down into mini segments and know that I can achieve those mini pockets of success. And that also boosts your confidence, because one thing that can kill your confidence is failing over and over and over and over with no sign of a win coming. We all want to win. We all want to say, you know what, I did that. I put the work in and it worked. So sometimes you have to give yourself those little trophies. Got you. Thank you. I won. She did. She won. That's me. But there's also times when you do have to shoot for the stars. And I'm in the season of, I've shot for the stars for the past 4 years, and now I want to find achievable things that I can accomplish that will help propel me in the direction of my big, large, grand dream, right? So guys, this week's blog post, just to sum it all up for you, build out your network. Your network is your net worth. Plan, plan, plan. It don't got to be a big elaborate plan, but you have to know where you're heading. 3, give yourself some wins. Give yourself some small wins to help boost your confidence. To help boost your confidence, because we all need that little pep in our step. And 4, get better earring backs, child, because I don't know why my earring keep on falling out. But anyway, guys, have an amazing week. See you guys next week. Bye.